Welcome children. Today's topic is electrostatic potential energy of a system of charges. So electrostatic potential energy of a system of charges is equivalent to the amount of work done in bringing this system of charges from infinite separation to their respective position. So this electrostatic potential energy of a system of charges is equivalent to the amount of work done. So it is equivalent to the amount of work done in bringing this system of charges from where? From infinite separation. From infinite separation to their respective positions. To their respective positions. So in order to bring this system of charges from infinite separation to their respective positions, how much work we are doing, that work done is equivalent to which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Okay, so this electrostatic potential energy of a system of charges is equivalent to the amount of work done in bringing this system of charges from infinite separation to their respective positions. Okay, and this work done, whatever work we are doing, that is equivalent to which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Okay, so in order to bring this system of charges from infinite separation to their respective positions, how much work we are doing, that is equivalent to which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Okay, and we know that this work done is actually converting into energy. So I told you this work done is converting into which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic potential energy. That means which theorem here? Work energy theorem. Work energy theorem. That means whatever work we are doing, that work is converting into energy. So here also whatever work we are doing to bring these charges from infinite separation to their respective positions, that work done is converting into electrostatic potential energy of the system. Okay, so here work done is converting into energy. That means work energy theorem. Okay, and suppose we have a charged particle. So if you place a charged particle in an electric field, so if you are placing a charge, any charged particle in an electric field, this charged particle will possess which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Okay, why it is possessing electrostatic potential energy? Because this charged particle will interact with which one? Interact with this electric field. So since the charged particle will interact with this electric field, this charged particle will possess which one? Electrostatic potential energy. So any charged particle placed in an electric field will possess which one? Electrostatic potential energy, and that electrostatic potential is equivalent to which one? Is equivalent to the work done in bringing this charge from infinite separation to their respective position. Okay, so the electrostatic potential energy of a system of charges can be defined as the work done to bring this system of charges from infinite separation to their respective position. So whatever work we are doing, that is converting into which one? Electrostatic potential energy according to work energy theorem. So any charged particle placed in an electric field will be possessing which one? Electrostatic potential energy because of its interaction with which one? This electric field. Okay, and that a potential energy is equivalent to which one? It is equivalent to the work done in bringing this charge from infinite separation to their present location. Okay, and unit of electrostatic potential energy is given as which one? Joule. So joule is the unit of electrostatic potential energy. Symbol is J, and we have another one unit, electron volt. So electron volt is another one unit of which one? Energy. Electron volt symbol is EV. EV, and 1 electron volt is equivalent to how much joule? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. Because we know that joule is the SI unit of energy. So always we have to convert other units into which one? Joule. So here electron volt is another one unit of energy. And how will you convert electron volt into joule? Multiplying by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. Okay. And if we bring two like charges together, like charge means suppose positive positive or negative negative, like that. If we are bringing two like charges together, like charges close together, so what will happen to this potential energy? So whenever we are bringing two like charges together, potential energy will be increasing. increases. So what is the reason? Suppose I am taking one positive charge here. Okay, so here is a positive charge, and we know that there may be some electric field around this positive charge. Okay, and we are bringing another one positive charge from infinity to suppose somewhere here in this electric field. So if we want to bring this positive charge here in the electric field of this charge, okay, so if we want to bring another one positive charge in the electric field of this charge, so what we have to do? We have to do work. So we have to do work done against which one? Against force of repulsion, electrostatic force of repulsion. Electrostatic force of repulsion, because here these two are like charges, positive and positive. So in between two like charges there may be force of repulsion. So in order to bring this positive charge here, so we have to do work against which one? Electrostatic force of repulsion, because these two will be having each other force of repulsion, and we have to do work against this force of repulsion, and we have to bring this charge here. Okay, so we have to do more work here. So in this case work done is more. So whenever we are bringing two like charges together, work done is more, because there may be force of repulsion. So there is force of repulsion and work done should be more here. So whenever work done is more, which one also will be more? Potential energy is also more. So potential energy increases. Because I told you potential energy is equivalent to which one? Work done, in bringing the charges from infinity to the respective position. So here work done should be more, because these two are like charges. And similar is the case for negative and negative. So here one negative and here also another one negative. And if I want to bring this negative charge here near to this negative charge, okay, so here also there may be force of repulsion, because these two are like charges. And what we have to do? We have to do work against this electrostatic force of repulsion, and that work done may be more. So whenever work done is more, what about potential energy? That is also increasing. Okay, and suppose if we want to bring two unlike charges together, two unlike charges together, that means suppose we have a positive negative charge here. So negative charge is here, and if I want to bring a positive charge from infinity to the electric field of this charge, that means suppose somewhere here I want to bring this charge. So I have to bring this charge here in the electric field of this charge. So here already these two are unlike charge. There may be force of attraction. So here work done should be less. So we have to do only less work. So work done is less here. Since these two are unlike charges, there may be already force of attraction. So work done should be less here. Okay, so we have to do work against electrostatic force, but here this work done should be less here. And whenever work done is less, what about potential energy? So potential energy also will be decreasing. So it may be decreasing. So if we want to bring two unlike charges together, work done should be less, and what about potential energy? So it may be decreasing. Okay, and in this potential energy of a system of charges can be positive as well as it can be negative. Okay, so these are some of the properties of this one. So first one, in the case of like charges, if we want to bring two like charges together, the work done should be more. So we have to do more work against this electrostatic force of repulsion. So whenever work done is more, what about potential energy? It also will be increasing. Okay, and whenever we are bringing two unlike charges together, this work done should be less. So whenever work done is less, what about potential energy? It also will be less. And this system of charges, it is having potential energy, and this potential energy can be positive or it may be negative also. Okay, and this potential energy is considered as a scalar quantity. Next is potential energy of a system of 2-point charges. Suppose we have 2-point charges, then what is the electrostatic potential energy of this system? Okay, so consider we have two positions A and B. Okay, and here we have 2-point charges Q1 and Q2. So it is placed at positions A and B. So we have 2-point charges Q1 and Q2 at positions A and B, and this Q1 and Q2 are at distances R1 and R2 from this origin respectively. Okay, so we have 2-point charges Q1 and Q2 at positions A and B, and these are at distances R1 and R2 from this origin. And we need to find the potential energy of this two-charge system. So here we have two charges. In this two-charge system, what is the electrostatic potential energy? Okay, so for that, first what we are doing is, we know that what is potential energy. So potential energy is equivalent to the work done in bringing this charge from infinity to that respective location. Okay, so initially we are considering only one charge. suppose initially we have to bring, so initially we have to bring this charge Q1. So we have two charges here, which are the charges Q1 and Q2. Okay, Q1 and Q2 are the 2 point charges here. And initially we have to bring this charge Q1 from infinity to this location A. Okay, so initially what we have to do is, we have to bring this charge Q1 from infinity to position A, and this position A is at a distance of how much? R1. So we have to bring this charge Q1 from infinity to this R1. Okay, so for that what work we have to do? So is there any work done here? Because here there is no other charges. So no charges here, and we don't want to do any work done here. So we don't want to do any external work against electrostatic force because there is no charges present here. Okay. So in order to bring this charge Q1 from infinity to this position A, work done is which one? 0. So work done equals 0 because we don't want to do any work here. Okay. Because there is no potential here. So in this, at this point A, there is no potential because there is no charge surrounding this point. Okay. So work done to bring this charge Q1 from infinity to this position R1. R1 is how much? 0. So now we got this charge Q1 here. So work done, I am taking W1. W1 is the work done in bringing the charge Q1 from infinity to this position R1. That is taken as how much here? 0. Okay, so in order to bring the charge Q1 from infinity to A or infinity to R1, work done is how much? 0, because there is no potential here and there is no charge here. Okay, so only if there is a charge, there must be a potential. Okay, so since there is no potential here, work done is how much here? 0. Okay, now in second case what we have to do? We have to bring another one charge Q2. So next we have to bring another charge. Which one? Q2. So I have to bring this Q2 charge from infinity to another one location B. So in second case, we have to bring another charge Q2 from infinity to this location B, and this location B is supposed at a distance R2. R2 from this origin. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to do some work because already we have a charge here at A. Okay, at A we have a charge. So there may be a potential here due to this charge Q1. Okay, so first of all we have to find what is the potential at B due to which charge? Q1 charge. So first of all I am writing potential. Potential at which point? Potential at position B, at B due to which charge? Due to charge Q1. Because already we have charge Q1 at position A and we have to bring another charge Q2 to which position B. So at this position B, we have which one? A potential due to which charge? Q1. That we have to find out. And I am taking that potential as V1. So V1 is the potential at B due to which charge? Q1 charge. That is equivalent to, what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. What is the charge at A? Q1 divided by distance between A and B. That one I am taking as RAB. So suppose RAB is the distance here. So I am writing here as RAB. So this is the potential at point B due to which charge? Due to Q1 charge at A. Okay. So now we have to bring which charge here? Q2 charge from infinity to this point B. So for that we have to do some work because now there is a potential here and we have to do some work. Okay. And that work done I am taking as W2. So W2 is the work done in bringing the charge Q2 from infinity to this position B. Now we have to do work against which one? This electrostatic force. Okay. And what is the formula for work done? So we know that B equals potential difference B equals work done per unit charge. So we have the formula work done per unit charge. So from this what is work done? Work done equals B into Q. B into Q. So here also W2 equals, already there is a potential here at B. What is the potential? V1. Okay. So V1 into which charge we are bringing there? Q2 charge. So V1 into Q2. Okay. So this work done in bringing the charge Q2 from infinity to this position B can be written as W2 equals. So V1 is the potential due to which charge? Due to Q1 at this position B. Okay. That is taken as V1 into which charge we are bringing? Which charge we are bringing? Q2. So V1 into Q2. That is equivalent to, I have to multiply which one? Q2 here. Okay. So we can write as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by RAB. So this is the work done in bringing the charge Q2 from infinity to which point? To this position B. Okay. Now what about this total work done now? Now the total work done is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 divided by RAB. So this RAB is the distance between points A and B, or we can say distance between charges Q1 and Q2. Okay. And because first work done is taken as 0 only, so net work done is how much only? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 divided by RAB. And this work done is stored as which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Okay, so what is the formula for electrostatic potential energy? The same thing only. This work done is equivalent to which one? Electrostatic potential energy. Symbol is U. Okay, symbol we can take it as U. So U is the symbol for electrostatic potential energy, and whatever work we are doing is converting into which one? Electrostatic potential energy. So we can write as W equals U, that is equivalent to what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by RAB. So this is the potential energy in the case of two charge system. So in the case of two charge system, potential is given as which one? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by RAB, and this potential is considered as a scalar quantity. So it is a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude and no direction at all. And suppose, so we have the formula, potential is given as U equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. So in the case of two charge system, formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by RAB. So here RAB is the distance between charges Q1 and Q2, and whenever this Q1 Q2 is greater than 0. Okay, what is the meaning? Whenever Q1 Q2 is greater than 0 means this should be a like charges. So Q1 Q2 means maybe like charges. Suppose Q1 positive, Q2 also positive. So Q1 Q2 will be greater than 0 only. Suppose Q1 negative and Q2 negative, negative into negative will be positive only. That means it may be greater than 0. So in the case of like charges, that means whenever Q1 and Q2 is greater than 0, in this condition, what about potential energy? So it is greater than 0, or we can say it is increasing. So potential energy is increasing. Potential energy increases. I already told you, in the case of like charges, what about potential energy? So in order to bring these two charges, in order to bring two like charges close together, what about this work done? Work done should be more, and whenever work done is more, what about potential energy? It may be increasing. But just opposite, so here I told you, if you want to bring two charges close together, we have to do more work. That means potential energy will be increasing. Suppose if you want to move these charges back, okay, so if you want to separate these charges, so if you want to separate the charges, so in the case of like charges, so if you want to separate the charges, work done will be less. So work done is less, just opposite. Work done is less, and what about potential energy? So potential energy decreases. Potential energy will be decreasing here. So in the case of like charges, so if we want to bring the charges close together, work done is more, and what about potential energy? It may be increasing. And suppose if you want to separate the charges, like charges, if you want to separate, so in that condition, what about work done? Work done should be less, and what about potential energy? It may be decreasing. Okay. And similarly, if Q1 Q2 is negative, so second condition. So first one, if Q1 Q2 is greater than 0, and suppose second condition, Q1 Q2 is less than 0. Less than 0 means this Q1 Q2 will be unlike charges. It may be unlike charges. That means one may be positive. So Q1 positive means Q1 is positive, then Q2 must be negative. Okay, so unlike charges. So in the case of unlike charges, so if we want to bring two charges close together, what about work done? Work done is less. So work done is less, and potential energy will be decreasing. Potential energy decreases. But in opposite, if you want to separate the charges, if you want to separate these like charges, okay, so like charges, when we are separating, work done should be more. Okay, for separating the charges, what about work done? Work done is more. Work done is more, and potential energy increases there. Increases. Okay, so two conditions we studied. First one, if Q1, Q2 is greater than 0. So whenever Q1, Q2 is greater than 0, the meaning is it may be like charges. So either it may be two positive charges or it may be two negative charges. So in that condition, so if you want to bring the charges close together, the work done should be more. So whenever work done is more, what about potential energy? It is also increasing. Okay. But if you want to separate the charges, just opposite, work done will be less and potential energy will be decreasing there. Then second condition, if Q1, Q2 is less than 0, that means the charges may be unlike. One may be positive, another one may be negative only. So here work done should be less. Okay. So whenever work done is less, what about potential energy? It may be decreasing. But if we want to separate the charges, so their work done should be more and potential energy will be increasing there. Okay. Next is electrostatic potential energy of a system of three charges. So already we studied about electrostatic potential energy due to a system of two charges. So now we are going to study about electrostatic potential energy due to a three charge system. Okay. So here consider we have three charges Q1, Q2 and Q3 at position. Suppose I want to keep the position here, means I can write as A, B and C. So we have three charges at positions A, B and C. And these charges are at distances R1, R2 and R3 from this origin. So we have 3 point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 at positions A, B and C, and they are at distances R1, R2 and R3 from this origin. Okay, and we have to find the potential energy of this three charge system. So already we studied about two charge system, and here we have to find potential energy due to which one? Three charge system. Okay, so initially what we are doing is, so first of all we are bringing the first charge. Okay, so we are removing these other two charges. Other two charges, and first of all we are bringing a charge Q1. So we have three charges Q1, Q2, Q3, and first I am going to bring this Q1 charge from infinity to this position A. That means at a distance R1. So if we want to bring this charge Q1 from infinity to this position A, so whether we have to do any work here? No work, because there is no potential here. So at this point A, there is no potential and there is no charges present here. So this work done should be 0 here. So in the first case, work done is taken as 0. So W1 equals 0. That means the work done to bring the charge Q1 from infinity to this position A is taken as how much? 0. So now we brought which charge here? Q1 charge here. Okay. So for that, what is the work done? So work done is 0. So next what we have to do? We have to bring the second charge at this position B. So now we have to bring the second charge Q2 from infinity to this point B. Okay. But now we have already a potential here. So there is some potential at this position B due to which charge? Q1 charge. Because already Q1 is present at A, that means there should be some potential at this point B due to which charge? Q1 charge. So first of all I am writing that formula. So potential at B. Potential at B due to which charge? Due to Q1 charge. So due to Q1. So that one I am taking as V1. Suppose V1 is the potential at this point B due to which charge? Q1 charge. That is equivalent to, what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. What is the charge here? Q1 divided by distance between A and B. Okay, that means here we are bringing which charge? Q2 charge. So Q2 charge only we are bringing here. Okay, that means distance I am taking as R12 because we are bringing a charge Q2 here. So Q1 and Q2, what is the distance? Q1, Q2, what is the separation I am taking here? R12. Okay, so here distance I am taking as R12. This R12 is the distance between Q1 and Q2. Okay, so this V1 is the electrostatic potential at this point B due to which charge? Due to this Q1 charge. So V1 is given as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 divided by distance between Q1 and Q2. So distance between Q1 and Q2 is taken as how much here? R12. Okay, this is the potential. Now what we have to do? We have to find the work done to bring this Q2 charge from infinity to this point B. Okay, so work done, what is the formula? Potential into, what is the potential to be? V1. So potential V1 into which charge we are bringing? So we are bringing which charge here? Q2. So V1 into Q2. Okay, that is equivalent to I am multiplying this Q2 here. So you will be getting 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 divided by R12. So this is the work done in bringing which charge? Q2 charge from infinity to this position B. Okay. Now third, which one we have to bring now? So we have to bring the third charge Q3. Suppose I am bringing this charge to position C and I want to bring which charge here? Q3 from infinity to this position C. Okay. But now this C is in the electric field of two charges. That means we have Q1 charge as well as Q2 charge. So there may be potential at this point C due to two charges Q1 and Q2. So we have to first of all write the potential formula for which one? Potential at this position C due to Q1 charge as well as potential C due to which charge? Q2 charge. Okay. So first of all I am writing so potential at this point C, potential at C, because at this position C only we are bringing which charge? Q3 charge. So potential at C due to which charge I am taking first? So due to Q1 charge. Due to charge Q1, that one I am taking as V1. V1 or I am taking V2. So take it as V2. So V2 equals, what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Which charge? Q1 is exerting potential here. So Q1 divided by distance between Q1 and Q3. So Q1 and Q3, what is the distance here? R13. R13. So here V2 is the potential at this position C due to which charge? Q1 charge. Similarly, we have to write which one? Potential at C due to which charge? Due to Q2 charge. Due to Q2 charge. So we have to find the potential at this point C due to which charge? Q2 charge. So I am taking just as V3. So that one I am taking as V3. V3 equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. So potential at C due to which charge? Q2 charge. Okay, so Q2 charge means what is the charge? We have to mention here Q2 divided by distance between Q2 and Q3. So Q2 and Q3, what is the distance? R23. So now I have written the electrostatic potential at this point C due to Q1 charge and Q2 charge. So due to Q1 charge I have taken as V2. So V2 equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. What is the charge here? Q1 divided by distance between which all things? Q1 and Q3. So Q1 and Q3, what is the distance? R13. Similarly, I am finding potential at C due to which charge? Charge Q2. That is taken as V3 equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q2 divided by R23. Okay. Now I am finding the total potential acting on which one? Total potential acting at this point C due to these two charges. Okay. So total potential at C due to which all charges? Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2. Okay. So since it is Q1 and Q2, I am simply representing like this. Total potential due to Q1 and Q2. So I am putting as 1, 2. That means total potential at this point C due to charge Q1 and charge Q2. Okay, that is equivalent to, I am adding these two. So common terms I can take it outside. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is common. Into remaining we have Q1 by R13 plus Q2 by R23. So this is the total electric potential at this point C due to charge Q1 and Q2. Now what we have to do? We have to find the work done in bringing this charge Q3 from infinity to this point C. Okay, that is taken as W3. So W3 is the work done in bringing the charge Q3 from infinity to position C. Okay, so formula is potential. That means which potential we have to write? Potential at this point C due to these two charges. That means I am taking V12. Potential at this point C into which charge we are bringing here? Q3. So into Q3. That means we have to multiply this Q3 to this formula. Okay, so we can write as equal. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. So simply we have to multiply Q3 to these two terms. Okay, so first one Q1 Q3 divided by R13 plus next one, which one we are multiplying? Q3. So Q2 Q3 divided by R23. So this is the work done in bringing which charge? Q3 charge from infinity to this point. Okay. Now what we have to find out? Total work done. Okay, that is W1 plus W2 plus W3. Okay. So total work done, W equals W1 plus W2 plus W3, that is equal to W1 is 0. So work done to bring the first chart is 0 only. Okay. So 0 plus, so what is W2 already we found out, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by R12. R12. Okay. Plus which one? W3, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q3 divided by R13 plus Q2 Q3 divided by R23. So this is the total work done. Okay, and I told you this total work done is equivalent to which one? Electrostatic potential energy of 3 charge system. So instead of work done, what we can write now? U. So U means symbol for electrostatic potential energy. So U equals 0 already we can neglect. So remaining 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is common. So I am writing as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into first term is Q1 Q2 by R12 plus Q1 Q3 by R13 plus Q2 Q3 divided by R23. So this is the total potential energy of which one? Of a 3 charge system. Okay. So if you want to write in sigma form, like that also you can write. That is U equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is constant here. So you can take it outside. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. The sigma. So here we have 2 variables. So here Q1, Q2, here also Q1, Q3, Q2, Q3. So we should add how many variables here? 2 variables. So first I am taking I. I equals, I is the first variable. So here how many charges are there? 3 charges are there. So this I value will vary from 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Similarly, sigma, second variable I am taking as J. J equals, is starting from 1 to, there also 3. 1 to 3. But this I and J, it will not become same. So here it is not Q1 into Q1. So Q1 into Q2 only. That means this I and J are not same. So here also Q1, Q3. That means here also I and J are not common. Here also Q2, Q3. They are also not same. So we can write here as sigma I equals 1 to 3. Similarly, J also starts from 1 and end at 3. But this I should not be equal to which one? J. So sigma, we have 2 variables here. So I am writing as I and J as 2 variables. And this I value starts from 1 and end at 3. Similarly, J value starts from 1 and end at 3. But this I should not be equal to which one? J. Then remaining Qi, this one Qj divided by Rij. So this is the sigma form of this one for how many charges? For 3 charge system. Okay. Suppose for n charge system, how can we write? So this is for 3 charge system. For n charge system, we can write as U equals, same thing, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 sigma, but here I equals 1 to, what is the final value? N charge. So I equals 1 to n. Similarly, J also starts from 1 to n. But one condition is there. What is the condition? I not equal to J. And here Qi, Qj divided by Rij. So this is the total potential energy of n charge system. For 3 charge system, this is the formula. Okay, and this potential is considered as a scalar quantity.